Hello everyone, welcome back my dear students in your St. Mary's YouTube video channel, class 5th in your computer class. So hope you are keeping well at home, and as you know very well, now you are in class 5th and this is your computer period. So our first chapter is evolution of computers. Okay dear student, so you may open your book on page number 5, that is lesson number 1, evolution of computer, and in this we are going to study about early computers, characteristics of computer, then classification of computers as well as limitations of computer. Okay, so let's start. So here we are on early computers. So dear children, you know that computer is a fast calculating machine and performs different operations. Okay. So human beings also can do these activities, but what was the problem? The problem was the accuracy of the work. Okay. How the work done with the human beings should be correct. Okay. So to overcome these challenges, human made computer. Okay, a machine, that is a computer. So here we can see some early computing devices. So some early computing device, first of all, in that we have to see the abacus. So here in this, abacus was invented in China more than 5,000 years ago. It could perform simple calculation, addition and subtraction. Abacus was also used in Russia and Japan. So what does it mean? It means that the invention of abacus was held in the China. Okay, and after that it is used by the Russia as well as with the Japan also. Understood? Then in the picture in your book on page number 5, you can see the Chinese abacus and the Japanese abacus. Here in the pictures it is given very clearly in your book. Okay. I hope that you have seen these earlier also. Now you can turn your page on page number 6. Now Napier's bone. Okay. Here you can see the picture. It will be more clear for you. And this was calculating device. It was invented by Sir John Napier in 1616. Okay. And it is made up of a set of rectangular rods for doing addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. All the 4 activities we can do here. Okay. In abacus only addition and subtraction was there, facility of doing addition and subtraction, and here we can do all the 4 mathematical equations. Okay. So now next one is Pascaline, and in this the first calculator was invented by a French mathematician, Blaise Pascal. He used a rectangular box with 8 movable wheels as shown in the figure also. Here you can see here are 8 movable wheels, and this is also this is a type of calculator. Okay, here numbers are written. Okay, then Jacquard's card, 4th one. In this you can see here Joseph Maria Jacquard developed an automatic weaving system in 1801 for weaving patterns into fabric using cards with punched holes. This was the beginning of the concept of punch cards. What is the use of this? In the question answers also you will get this, that what is the use of Jacquard's card. So what will be the answer? Simply it is used for weaving patterns on what? On the fabrics with the help of cards with punched holes. Okay, and it was invented in 1801. Okay. Now different engine, Charles Babbage. Who was Charles Babbage? Dear student, you know very well, he is the father of computer. So Charles Babbage was an English mathematician. To calculate mathematical tables, he invented different engines in the 19th century. But what happened? The difference engine was not accurate. Okay, due to some reasons it was not accurate. Now 6th one, that is analytical engine. So here in the pictures you can see what happens, Charles Babbage also invented the analytical engine. Okay, so it was driven by steam power. It had almost all parts of a modern computer. Charles Babbage is considered as the father of computer. Just now I told you this thing, okay? And what about analytical engine? It was driven by the steam power, okay? Now, Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer, and here the picture of difference engine, analytical engine, and here he is the Charles Babbage. Understood? Now, coming towards our next page, page number 7, census machine. Okay, so in this, a mathematician, Dr. Herman Holland, built a device later known as census tabulating machine. It was first used to tabulate census data in 1980. Okay, then he used the concept of Jacquard's card, as we have studied. What is the use of Jacquard card? It is used for weaving patterns into fabrics with the help of cards with punched holes. Okay, then he later on founded the tabulating machine company named IBM. So what is the full form of IBM? Underline it, beta. That is International Business Machine. Okay, full form of IBM. Now, the classification of computers. Our next point is classification of computer. So there are totally 5 generations of computer. One by one we will see about them. So first of all, for first generation computer. So in the early years of 20th century, the first electronic computer was developed and it was named Mark 1. Its length was about 15 meters. Okay, and this electronic numerical integrator and computer was the most popular computer of this generation because this was the first one. Okay, so generally it was used and its weight was approximately 27 tons. You can imagine how heavy it was. Okay, so what is the characteristics of this computer, first generation computer? That it was very heavy, approximately 27 tons. Okay, and this was named Mark 1. Okay, so now second generation computer, it was between 1956 to 64, and these generation computer contained all the essential part of a modern computer. Okay, they were smaller in size than the first generation computer. Language such as COBOL and Fortran were used during this period. Okay, in the comparison of first generation computer, they were smaller in size. Okay, and they uses languages, machine language, that is COBOL and Fortran. Okay, now there is third generation computer. You can see in the picture also, all the pictures are given 1964 to 1971. New devices like scanner, magnetic ink character reader came into use during this period. Means in the third generation computers we used all these things which are used nowadays also. So memory had large capacity to store data and information. Operating system was also used in the computers. Okay, so what is the main difference among all these three? First generation computer, this computer was very heavy, near about 27 tons. Then second one is little bit smaller in size. Okay, and it contains essential parts of a modern computer. And in the third generation computer, devices like scanner and magnetic ink character reader, all these types of devices are used in our third generation computer. Got it? Now it's for fourth generation computer, and these were come in existence in 1971 to 82, and these computers have extremely large memories. Okay, as compared to other three generations of computer. So they have improved storage devices. Computers can be linked together so that they can share information. Okay, so to transfer the information from one place to another, from one device to another, all the facilities were inserted in the fourth generation computer. Understood? Now fifth generation computer means the computers or computing machines that we are using today lies in the category of fifth generation computer. Okay, so the computer of this period have an extremely large storage capacity. Okay, means the largest storing capacity is lies in the within the fifth generation computer that we are using today. So they are able to make accurate decisions in true sense. Okay, this generation is an age of supercomputers. Now one more thing, very important thing, you may get it in the exam also, that Param and Anurag are the names of supercomputers which were made in India. What is the name? Param and Anurag. Understood? Now here all these are the 5 generations of computer we have studied. Means let's have a conclusion. So in first generation computer, that was very heavy, near about 27 tons. Okay, and the first generation computer was named Mark 1. Then second one is little bit smaller in size and use languages such as COBOL and Fortran. And third generation computer, they use new devices like scanner and that all, magnetic ink character reader. Okay, and they contains large storage capacity. Then fourth generation computer, these are having extremely large memories, okay, to store the data and linked with each other. Okay, now fifth generation computer, these are the period of supercomputers, okay, and they are having extremely large storage capacity. Now understood? Okay, now coming towards the categories of a computer. Here categories of a computer. So you can see, you will get from this. So first of all, a computer system is better than human beings. We know very well. But how? Question comes in the mind, how? So in a way that it processes the following capabilities. So see these, here it is given, speed. First of all, it's speed. In a journal, no human being can complete to perform complex tasks faster than computer. We know very well. So first of all, it is having a very high speed. Okay. Then second one, accuracy. It is very accurate. We know very well. We believe on the computer more than ourselves. So since computer is programmed by us, although computer is programmed by us, then whatever input we give it is processed accordingly and result obtained accurately. Then storage capacity. Computer can store a very large amount of data in appropriate format. Okay, large storage capacity it has. Okay. Diligence, that means computer can work for hours together without any break and without committing errors. Okay. It can work restlessly. Okay. Then versatility, we can use computer to perform completely different types of work at the same time. At the same time, we can perform many different type of work. Then power of remembering. Okay, that is memory. It can remember a large amount of data for a long time. Understood? So these are the characteristics of a computer. Now see beta, here limitations of computer means there are some disadvantages of computer, some limitations. So although a computer is far better in performance data than a human being, but it fails in certain ways. What are those ways? First of all, computers cannot think. Okay, they cannot decide with their own. So computer cannot think and they cannot do any job unless they are first programmed with specific instructor for same. Okay, unless or until we are providing them instruction, they will not do themselves any work. They work as per stored instructions. Now computers cannot decide as they cannot think, so they cannot decide. Computers are incapable of decision making as they do not possess the essential elements necessary to take a decision, that is knowledge, information, wisdom, intelligence, okay, and the ability of judgment also. Understood? Now computers cannot express their ideas also. Okay. No feelings they are having. Now cannot detect error in logic because they can't think of their own. Only expert user can work on it. Yes. Those the person who knows very well to use the computer, only that person can work on it. Okay. So only expert users can work on it, cannot take its own decisions. This we have already discussed that computers cannot think their own, so they cannot decide, they cannot take their own decisions. Okay. So now it's time for doing the exercise. Come on. The exercise and question answers. So first of all, you have to take out your notebook, write the date, mention the lesson number, lesson name evaluation of computer, and answer the following question. So first question is, what is abacus? So abacus is a calculating tool for performing arithmetic processing. Understood? Now second one, who invented Napier's phone? Just now we have studied Sir John Napier. Okay. So what is the function of Jacquard's card? So Jacquard's card is used for weaving patterns into fabric using cards with punched holes. Understood? Then fourth one, write 3 characteristics of a computer. Very simple. Its speed, accuracy and storage. 1, 2 and 3. Now here it is fifth one. 3 limitations of computer. Depend on user's input. Computer have no imagination and cannot take its own decisions. Understood? Now complete your work. You can take a screenshot or can pause the video to complete your work. Now see, it's time for the fill-ups. Here, fill in the blanks. So first one is dash and dash abacus was slightly different from the Chinese abacus. So that is Russian and Japanese. Russian and Japanese. Then second one, dash is known as the father of computer. Who is known as the father of computer? Charles Babbage. Then languages such as dash and dash were used with second generation computers, that is Fortran and COBOL. Here it is given. Now see, fourth one, Napier's phone was invented by Sir John Napier. This is fourth one. 3, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. Okay, you can write them. Okay. Then come on next page. Yes, it is here true, false. Abacus was not invented in China. False. Actually, it was invented in the China, first one. Then supercomputer Anurag was not built in India. No, it was built in India. Just now we have studied that Param and Anurag was the first supercomputers that were built in India. Now see third one, the first electronic computer was named Mark I. Yes, it is true. Then see fourth one, the weight of ENIAC was approximately 25 tons. No, false. Here it is 27 tons. Okay. Now coming towards our MCQs, false, false, true, false. Okay. Now come on D part. Here, see, it was considered the first calculating device. Which one? Abacus. A. Napier's phone was invented in the year 1616. Jacquard's card was developed by Joseph Maria Jacquard. Then fourth one, fifth generation computer are also known as supercomputers. Okay. Now one more thing, my dear student. So this is curricular activity. Co-curricular activity is given here. So collect the pictures of one second generation computer, one third generation computer, one supercomputer and one fourth generation computer and paste them on your exercise book. Which is your exercise book? You got one extra book of workbook, lab workbook in computer along with your course. So in that you have to paste all these pictures, okay, neatly and cleanly. You have to maintain that book, okay. So what is your homework? Your homework is to complete your work. Okay. Whatever we have completed, first chapter is completed here. So take care, complete your work.